What's up, everybody? It's your boy Baybar to Go Bar. So I'm coming with you with another Magic the Gathering Puzzle Quest video today. Today we are going to be displaying one of the most exciting cards in the entire set, maybe the entire game, and one that I was absolutely thrilled to get yesterday. This is going to be Etali, Primal Storm. Etali, Primal Storm, whenever this creature attacks, move the top card of your library to your hand and give it full mana. Not well, sometimes. So full disclosure, guys, this card is buggy as all get out, but it's really fun to play with. It's like, I don't know what it is about like just grabbing some random cards from some deck and you have no idea what it's going to be that makes it so much fun. But this is really good. We're going to theme the whole deck around that, basically stealing the opponent's deck and using their cards to play with. I call it WTF, man. Play your own damn deck. um, so yeah, I know I'm a little corny, but anyway, I appreciate you guys' support. Appreciate you watching. Let me go through the rest of the deck. The other two creatures we're using are Hostage Taker, which when she comes onto the board, basically steals the opponent's creature from the board and puts it into your hand, which we can then play. So pretty cool card, and asks as a removal as well as a creature. So a good 2-for-1. Unesh is one of the better Sphinxes. This is not a Sphinx deck, but he's still an 8/8 for 16, which isn't terrible. He also reduces Sphinx creatures, so if you have one on the board, the next one only costs 10, which is actually pretty good. And then also whenever he enters the battlefield, if you have 4 or less cards in hand, he takes 2 cards from your opponent's library and puts it into your hand. So, you know, around this theme of stealing cards. The only real steal cards we're using are Mastermind's Acquisition. Pick one of the first 3 cards of your opponent's library, fetch that card. If there are 6 or more black gems, it gains 10 mana. That's pretty fun and pretty relevant. You can deny the opponent cards also, as well as, you know, grab whichever one you want, kind of sift through their deck. Pretty awesome spell, especially as an uncommon. We're going to have Lay Claim in here. Target creature your opponent controls is controlled by you. We can also cycle it out for 3 mana, which is why I use this one as opposed to some of the other standard steal spells like Kefnet's Last Word. These other ones, not really. Doomfall's our removal of choice besides River's Rebuke and Hostage Taker. The first creature your opponent controls is exiled, so it does target hexproof creatures in the first slot. And then it also removes the the opponent's first card, which is usually the one they're working towards. So this is actually a really strong removal spell. And, it is relevant in this deck because we're going to be using another card that abuses the exile pile. Pull from Tomorrow is just kind of a card draw. Not sure I even need it in this deck. It draws quite a few cards, especially the opponent's cards. River's Rebuke, is really good. Even at 20 mana, we do need some kind of support control in this deck. So, not sure it fits. Might have too high of a curve, but it's really strong. I did allude to the fact that we're using the exile on the pile of the opponent. So, here's the card that's doing that, Profane Procession. Activate 1 and you exile the last creature your opponent controls, and this support gains 1 shield. It's at the end of your turn, if this support has 5 or more shields, transform this support. Real quick, this one does have 3 supports when it comes onto the battlefield, so if you play 2 copies on top of each other, you will immediately flip it. But yeah, every time you activate it, exiles the opponent's last creature. When you flip it, at the beginning of your turn, convert 3 gems to black or white. And then if you activate 2, move your opponent's last exiled creature to the battlefield under your control. So if we Doomfall a creature and then this is flipped, we can activate 2 and pull them back onto our board state as a free creature. So pretty cool, pretty good synergies with this deck as far as the stealing everything. And then, of course, Storm the Vault is our mana fixer. Sorry for using this in every deck. For those that don't have it, I recommend getting it. Sorry, it's a jerk thing to say, isn't it? But it's really strong. If you've attacked or raided, the next, the previous turn, it creates 2 treasures at the end of the turn. Once there's 5 or more non-land supports on the board, you flip it, and at the beginning of your turn, convert X gems to blue, where X is the number of supports you control times 2. So this deck does generate a lot of card draw, and you do need some pretty strong mana fixing. I might take out like Pull from Tomorrow and put in some other mana fixing, but I won't do that right now. So Goblet Hammer or something to that effect. Goblet Hammer? I don't know. We're playing at in Cross Ixalan, which is, you know, obviously because we want to have a standard only competition. I don't want to run into my own imminent doom deck. So we're gonna go ahead and fill up our hand with pull from tomorrow, and we are also going to work towards an acquisition, Mastermind's acquisition. I think that this is the best move. Yeah. Okay. Let's see if we can get our Etali. There he is. So I can already see I pulled Storm the Vault and Etali. So I'm going to try and get Etali down, followed by Storm the Vault. So he looks like he just is working towards like a Gaia's Revenge or something, maybe, because he got 7 mana and his card is a quarter of the way filled up. So it's a 28 mana card. Maybe I missed something there. That seems ridiculous. All right, so let's go ahead and go there. Let's see what you're... Ooh, Zakama. Or sorry, Galta. Primal Hunger. That card's awesome. That's my second biggest chase card. So I guess now that's my biggest chase card. Interesting. Because I could deal with him in other ways. I could just grab Beneath the Sands and go ahead and cast it right now, I think. I'm counting 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, there's 6 black gems. I could gather the pack, but I don't really need a lot of creatures. What do I do? So it looks like he's probably already... Maybe I miscalculated. He's probably already got a Galta in hand, so this is going to be a second one, which he can cast for 12. The thing is I don't mind him casting cards because I have a lot of ways to steal them and disrupt. You know what? I'm going to take the Beneath the Sands and go ahead and cast it, see if I can get some cascades into my Etali. Man, it's better to be lucky than good. Oh, you know what? And then Etali just put his that guy into his hand. So I need to remember that. I totally forgot. But, well, you know, I didn't actually know that Etali was going to get cast. But if I did know Etali was going to get cast, then I would have known that this Galta was the next card on in his library. So that's another advantage of some of these interesting graveyard plays. So definitely dropping Storm the Vault here. And I think I'm going to go ahead and drop Profane Procession. I think I don't really need Unesh at this point. But maybe I'll drop double Profane Procession, but I don't have any cards exiled. Yeah. All right. Let's just... this deck is, if you can't tell, fairly complicated, so I'm probably going to make a series of boneheaded plays that you're going to be scratching your head at and being like, damn, that Baybar's a noob. But, sorry. All right. There we go. Got my dinos in full gear. So far, every card I've grabbed from him has actually filled up in mana. There's his Galta, as expected. So, alright. So I should flip him this time, if I don't blow up everything. Alright, so I have a number of options. I could just kill him with NBs first. That's probably the smart thing to do. The greedy thing is to try and, like, get him exiled or just lay claimed to, which sounds more fun. Obviously, if I don't kill him this turn, the 2 Galtas will just run butt heads and kill each other. So, which is fine, too. I think I'll keep my guy for now. And then let's do work towards that Profane Procession. Even though don't really have any good mana options here. I guess... Actually, that's not bad. Actually, quite good. In fact, let's go ahead and see what we're working with. Alright, so River's Rebuke is his card. I'm not really that worried about River's Rebuke because it's hard for him to play it, frankly. I think I might just take his talent. I wonder if it'll play. Yeah, it will play. So go ahead and dig some more. And let's grab a copy of Hostage Taker in case I need it. And at this point, I think I'll go ahead and do Unesh if I can get him down. Okay, David, which card did you just grab? I just grabbed River's Rebuke. Okay, yeah. And filled it up with Etali. That's so monstrous. I just told myself I was going to pay attention, and then I just totally didn't. Great play, Dave. Let's see here. I want to get... Yeah. Let's see what's under there. Well, that's not what I want. Let's take it from somewhere besides there. Definitely don't need that. And do I want to flip that? I guess I probably do want to flip that, don't I? Which means I don't have room for both. Alright, so that's the... Alright. I did not mean to do that. I totally just Rivers Rebuked him on accident. Ugh. Fail plays. Yeah, I meant to turn that off. Ooh, Growing Rights, that's a good card. I wish I had that one too, but that's not technically from this set, so it can't be my biggest chase of the set. It's really good for graveyard decks because it dumps a lot of creatures in your graveyard. I snagged a Gather the Pack, I snagged a Thopter Stop-Eye Network, and Animus the Waiting. So I got the Gather the Pack and the Thopter from Unesh, and then Animus Awakening from Etali. So that's fun. I don't know why it's so much fun to play with other people's decks, but it really, really is. All right. I don't know. I'm going to go over here for some reason. Okay. And just continue the beats. See, alright. Etali just attacked, and nothing came into my hand with full mana. And this is what I mean by buggy. So now you'll see, I just drew a Thopter Spy Network. And that actually was Etali's card, but instead of getting, dropped like in the appropriate manner, it just basically came into my hand and I drew it the next phase. So obviously, or I guess I can't say obviously, there's nothing really obvious, but like I'm very confident that's not what it's supposed to be happening. So it's kind of annoying, it's kind of funny, it's mostly just annoying because the reality is like, you want it to actually function. There's sometimes you get in a close game and it's nice if it actually functions the way it's supposed to. Goblin Tamer. Goblin Tamer? I'm going with Goblin Tamer. Goblin Tamer. Gosh, I'm an idiot. All right. You guys, I've enjoyed having you. Thanks for watching the videos. Let me know if there's any deck you'd like to see. And appreciate you subscribing, and see you next time. All right. Peace.